always inspired after I hear from Mrs. Sullivan, and we appreciate the support of her and Vice President White being here today, because that shows us that they value what we're doing today. As I sat there and listened, and I'll talk more about this in a moment, but every one of us that are educators can think of students that we have impacted their lives and students that have impacted our lives. And one of the things that I always ask you to think about is, think about the people in your life. What have others said or done that have added strength to your life? And what might I say or do that will help others gather strength from me? And we have an example today. We have a former student of Brian Allman. Brian Allman is one of our Milken winners from just a few years ago. And his student was playing out in the reception area just a moment ago. So I'd like to welcome Kiara Williams to the stage to share a few words from a former student's perspective.
Hello everyone, my name is Kiara Williams and I am part of the instrumental duo Keita Adam in Upshur County, West Virginia. We are so excited to be a part of this amazing event for the teachers, students, and for our beautiful state of West Virginia. Having supportive, helpful, and caring teachers is what we not only need in our education system, but in our communities as well. And we are so thankful to you all for your noble choice to help shape our youth. I am very grateful to have had some wonderful teachers from pre-K all the way up to 8th grade. Due to unfortunate circumstances with some individuals, I had to be pulled out at the end of my 9th grade year to be homeschooled. But I'll never forget the amazing teachers I had me become who I am today. Teachers are your role models and the people that help you strive to make you you. One thing that very few people know about me is that I had a speech impediment when I was a little girl. I took speech therapy starting in 1st grade from Nancy Crossett and Adrienne Allman. It was so hard for me to overcome that obstacle, but my helpful and compassionate therapy teachers got me through it and even sent in extra work for me to take home. Out of everything, that is by far the most helpful source I've had from school. You would never know I had that issue unless I told you, and I'm very grateful to have had that program and those amazing people in my elementary school. I was very lucky to have had what I might say the best year out of all the years in my schooling, my 6th grade year. I've had truly amazing memories from that year, and it was probably the most influential in my life. My Team C teachers that I would never trade anything in the world for, Brian Allman, Marissa Meadows, and Kara Shinuski, pushed me to be the person that I am today. I can't thank them enough for everything they have done for me and continue to do for me. During my 5th grade year, my mother and father bought me a violin for Christmas. We didn't have a strings program in my elementary school, so I had to wait until I was in middle school to learn. I still wish they had a strings program in that school because sometimes it just takes that one special thing to unlock that potential in someone. After some time in middle school, we had a talent show for our Team C floor. I'll never forget when Brian, Marissa, and Carol came up to me and told me I should definitely enter the talent show. I had never performed in front of anyone before besides my mother, father, and my fellow string students in class, since I was just starting out learning to play violin. But they pushed me into wanting to do it, and even though I was so nervous, it was the best experience of my life. I practiced the Chicken Dance song probably a million times, and getting out there on that stage and performing it was amazing. I genuinely believe them pushing me in to get in front of all those kids is why I don't get nervous performing in front of a large groups. Now, speaking in front of a large group, that's a different story. So many great memories from that year, like the duct tape boat race. That was so creative and fun, you just had to be there. They didn't only teach me the curriculum, they built my confidence and helped me learn so much more about life and myself. I once heard a quote by Aristotle that said, "Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all." That quote is very near and dear to my heart because everyone wants to feel loved, and great teachers just do that. Even though my 9th grade year was rocky with getting bullied and feeling just hopeless, I would always think back to the moments in my past schooling that brought me joy. I didn't have anyone at the high school I felt that I could turn to except one person, and he helped me see hope when I couldn't see it myself. Ed Kova was the gentleman, my science teacher, and another savior of mine. The person that helped me feel loved and cared for when I didn't feel it otherwise. A little over a year ago, he passed away. And for everyone that didn't get a chance to meet him, I wish you could have. He was an amazing human being, and we need more like him. If there's anything you can take away from what I said here today, is that teachers directly and indirectly influence the entire structure of society and are our first lines of defense and the best hope at a more peaceful and prosperous future. Please remember to be kind, gentle, and caring. Strive to be a teacher like Brian, Ed, Marissa, and Carol, because you will change the lives of multiple kids every day, helping them see the potential inside themselves and helping them realize that potential. I'm proud and honored to introduce one of those amazing teachers to you today. Brian Allman, come up on the stage. Thank you all.
So we're going to talk a lot about our why today, but I feel like I don't even have to say anything because that's a shining example of why I do what I do. Kiara is amazing. She's always been amazing. Looking back, at this picture that was on the previous slide, you saw us with her in 6th grade, and to see, this wonderful, delightful, well-rounded young lady who is absolutely amazing at what she does, it just makes me so proud. But you can also see that these connections that you build as a teacher, they don't end when these kids leave your classroom. You can see this picture behind us. There's another picture of Kiara with 2 of the teachers that she was talking about. I still talk to her so much, and it makes me so proud to see her travel the state of West Virginia and beyond, and just see her excel at what she does. She's absolutely incredible. They're going to be playing again at lunch today. This afternoon, we're going to be doing another activity, so if you're interested in music education, they're going to be out there so you can talk to them as well. They're going to play the music when we do some transition times later today, which is incredible as well. And to be at that first performance, the chicken dance, they're going to play a little bit of it later today, was just absolutely incredible. And I look, around this room and I see so many incredible teachers that were there when I won the Milken Award. The 2 ladies that were on that previous slide are amazing, special people in my life. One of them, Miss Meadows, you know me well, I like Miss Meadows. She is here. She's my better half, and she's incredible. And people say, what is it like to win a National Education Award? And I always say, I'm not even the best teacher in my house, because that's how incredible Miss Meadows is too. The other lady, Carol Shiniski, she was my school mom for a decade at Buchanan Upshur Middle School when I was there. Taught 6th grade. She taught for 46 years before she retired. She is a very special lady to this day. She is in my corner, and I know that I can rely on her for anything, and I picked her brain for a decade before she retired, and I would encourage all of you to do the same. You are going to meet incredible teachers on your pathway, and you're going to come to incredible events like this. But sometimes the best staff development that you're going to have in your entire career is the teacher down the hallway. I can't tell you how many times Carol Shiniski saved me. She's wonderful. All of these people are wonderful, and I see that when I look out here. I'm going to give an introduction now, but I am going to talk a little bit more about my why at the end of our event, and I want you guys to really be thinking about that while you sit there, because we're going to do an activity and a social media push later today, and we want to know what your why is. Why do you want to be a teacher? We all have a reason, and all of them are special and unique, and we want to make sure that we hear them today. But again, what it comes down to is relationships, and that's what I see here. There's some bright lights here, but I know I have other former and current students in the audience today too, and it just makes my heart so happy to be here to talk to you guys. It's incredible. So again, welcome to the 2nd annual West Virginia Milken Educator Forum. It's truly an honor to stand before you this morning and welcome you to our annual forum. It's been planned by our state network, but it's been in conjunction with the West Virginia Department of Education as well as the Milken Family Foundation. We just could not do what we do without the support of these groups of